This video is going to be a 3D resin bloom in our stone edge mold using two Bond Craftor resins. There's our stone edge mold, and I'm starting off using some silver holographic powder that I'm just covering the edges with. I was a little worried that the powder might spill into the resin, but it didn't, so I took my chances. And here I'm speeding it up so you don't have to watch me laboriously color this in. I was going all the way up to the edges, and I'd be sealing the back with black so I knew it wouldn't show through the holographic silver. And once I get that painted in, I'll use some air to blow off the excess powder and some tape to remove any excess powder from the glossy surface where my bloom's gonna go. Look at how shiny that already is. This is gonna look great. All those colors, it's not even silver, it's multiple colors, rainbow of colors, a plethora of rainbow colors. And there I'm just using a little bit of tape to get rid of some excess powder. I'm using Sweet Cherry, Sun, and Aronia resin inks and Castin craft white pigment paste. For the bloom part, I'm just using Bond Craftor's Arts and Craft resin. And it says there my resin was 36 degrees Celsius. It actually got up to 38 degrees Celsius, and wait to see what happens here. There I am putting down I mixed up 4 ounces of resin. I need 0.68 for my white, and it's about 2.5 ounces to fill up for the bloom area. So I started off putting the sun in the center. And as you see, the colors are going spiky on me. I have no idea what's going on at this point. We did just have weather change here in Florida. It's pretty much 76 degrees in our house, air-conditioned space all the time. We dropped down to like maybe 74 degrees and the humidity's dropped. And I used a little bit different kind of glitter in the center. I'm like, is the glitter causing this to happen? Because I've never seen these resin inks look like they're turning into little aliens. But I kept going because what can you do? You can't stop midstream. Look at those blues. The purple actually started blooming. I figured my best bet here would be just to swirl the colors together, because these resin inks are 5 times more powerful than alcohol inks are. That's why the colors don't dissipate like cheaper alcohol inks do, and they keep their colors. And in the end, this turned out very cool. So in the 0.68 ounces of Castin Craft, or I put in 6 drops of Castin Craft white pigment paste into 0.68 ounces of resin, and I'm just drawing my circle there for the bloom. And I pretty much used that entire 0.68 ounces, and even the white was looking a little stringy here, which it never does. And I'm going, it's not cold in our house. When it gets down to 68, I start having problems with like Art Pro resin not curing properly. It's not that it doesn't cure, it just cures in odd formations. So I was just crossing my fingers, knowing this was kind of a long project, and hopefully it would work out. And here I'm just drawing my blooms. And again, this is why I like the resin inks. The colors stay put, but I think I might have waited too long. I usually do wait till 36 to 38, but I was thinking the 38 might have been too much this time. We'll see. And here, I haven't done this in a while. This is Pearl X Interference Violet or Interference Purple. I was going to put black on the back, and I didn't want it to get rid of my colors, but it was kind of a waste to do this because once I used the canned air on it, it pretty much all blew away. So the interference powder wasn't even sticking to the resin. And for the back, I'm using Bond Craftor's Fast Cure resin. And there's my Blackish silver mica that I got from Amazon that has no name. I used 2 big scoops of that and 1 tiny scoop of my favorite twinkling silver star for the back, because I don't like solid black. This gives it a little bit of a shimmer, but again, I could have gone with plain black because it's only the bottom. The sides are not going to show black because they're painted silver with the powder. So just tapping it around, giving it a torch to get rid of some air bubbles, and then you'd think it's done, but there's another step. And it's time to demold it. Oh, it turned out cool. And look at those holographic colors on the edges. This time I figured, I'm going to show you a close-up of these later on, the bloom. I figured I was going to paint the cracks black. And there's two ways to do it. I chose to use a pen. That's a Deco color pen, and it's the ultra fine, and it fits perfectly in these little edges. We also have a stone edge vanity tray mold that I've done quite a few pours in. You can use the same thing on there. These have the cracks that you can fill in. You can also paint this with acrylic paint, so you can do it faster and then just wipe it off with rubbing alcohol. But I figured since this pen fit perfectly, I would just do it and just speed ramp it. So again, you don't have to watch me doing this for 20 hours. And with the pen, as long as you wipe it off pretty fast, you don't have to worry about it setting. But the pen sets up much faster than paint does. And here we're just doing a little speed ramping, going through and coloring the lines. For the back, I used 5 ounces of resin. I probably could have gone to 6 ounces, but no matter. Look at how that finished. It looks like actual stone, just random pattern. And look at those colors. I'm going to come up to another video here to show it. It's like a bloom, but it's like ribbons of color. The resin, I'm guessing, was pretty much close to setting up at 38 degrees Celsius. But you'll see here where I go in close, it's like candy canes, like little ribbons of intertwined color. I've never seen anything like this. Resin always surprises you sometimes. And I don't know if it's because we have a little bit cooler weather or a little bit less humidity, and I waited till the 38 degrees Celsius that it gave me this result, but I'm happy with it. And I think our stone edge mold framed this piece perfectly. So from the colorful ribbons of resin to the holographic silver border to the painted in stone edges, I think this piece of resin art is truly a statement piece. I love the way this turned out, and I hope you guys like the results too. If you want to create resin art that stands out from everyone else's, give one of our stone edge molds a try.